Hey, how's it going, guys? 3% Ninja here, and welcome to Slay the Princess, which is a narrative horror game in which there is a princess stuck in our dungeon, or like the basement, which looks like a cellar, and our job is to, well, slay the princess. I don't know too much about this game. I know it's narrative. I know there's like a ton of different endings to this game. There's 131 achievements that you can get with it, and depending on your choices is depending on what ending you get whenever. Now it's listed as a horror game, so that's a little disconcerting, but I'm ready for it. It looked pretty good from what I saw, so I'm trying it out myself. Whether or not it's gonna be good or not is we'll see. Anyway, welcome to Slay the Princess Pristine. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. New game, me. All right, new game. Chapter 1. All right, so this chapter is The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Right. Oh, okay. So the dialogue ends up on the top right here. I have a lot to say. At the end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Let's say this.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Holy. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, so assuming the narrator is telling the truth, maybe we should just like slay her. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
All right, I love like these decisions, and it's like I'm talking to somebody. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Then who does?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Huh, okay. Have I said this? Have you considered that maybe the reason why she wants to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Oh, are we?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, all right, no more questions then. Look, I'll go into the cabin and I'll talk with her. And if she's a bad person, as you say, maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. It was like, okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. All right, let's do it.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
All right, so we're going to do
You
exactly what he
short
said.
Path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're going to go right in and we're going to slay her.
A warning. before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I'm just gonna slay her.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
All right, into the basement. The music stopped. Why did the music stop?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I really do like how, I don't have to read it. The narrator does it on his own. I like that.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh man, why is it so creepy?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, still your nerves, step forward. No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. Just walk for it.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay. What if she kills me, dude? What if she's bluffing? What if she kills us? Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Well, she didn't beat me up.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays
She's
there
like, doesn't
dying,
care, man.
she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Oh, she's dead.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Let's say, of course, she's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement.
Easiest game of my life. We did it.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
How was the audio? Is the audio good? Yeah, it's all the way up. I can mute all. I wouldn't want to do that. I think we're good. We beat the game.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
What in the world?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
This reminds me of, like, what is that game where the narrator talks to you, like, constantly? You have to follow the story. Oh my god, it's going to drive me nuts. It's going to drive me nuts. I really want to know what that game is now. It's like you're an office worker and you're sitting in the office and the narrator tells you to, like, open up the door, go down the hallway, take the left door and everything. I can't think of it, though. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'll get a better ending for saving the world, but I'll just say, oh, okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
What in the world?
Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. I don't know. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here?
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing I want you to use that blade on.
Of course.
And I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
I have to kill myself? Excuse me?
Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. Wouldn't the blade kill us?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I'm not going to kill myself on this one. Maybe, if we do this again, we'll do the same exact thing we just got through doing, but we'll kill ourselves. You better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if I die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. You're right. I didn't like the idea. Yeah.
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
I'm staying
The
here.
little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist.
Happy forever.
Forever.
Hey! Good ending! You did it! You saved everything! I even got a standing applause. Alright. We got the good ending. Alright guys, that is Slay the Princess. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for joining the stream. Nah, I'm gonna play it again. There's different endings. I'm not ending it here. Okay. Roll the credits. We beat the game. Speed run. And some long credits too. You think the developers ever get like upset about people skipping credits and not reading names or anything? You won! You did it! I knew you would. I just knew you would. Thanks for all our alpha testers from Patreon. And I need to start getting on Patreon. I want to see my name up here. Oh, these are like actual credits. Nice. Thank you for playing the game, and especially gratitude. Here's a track order of a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Oh, look at this. Join the mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make your playlist. That is so cool. Play our other game. We actually beat the game. We did it. All right, let's do a new, or what happens if I continue? I guess let's do a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at
Okay,
the end of
we seen this part already. The end of the world, I already questioned him. Should I, you know what, this time, should I do the same thing except kill myself? I want to see what happens. Silently into the cabin.
you make your way up the short path.
Okay, proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely.
Okay, so take the knife.
You take the blade from the...
Is it the basement? Gonna do the same thing, but this time I'm gonna kill myself.
The door to the basement. Good. You're still listening to reason. You step forward.
Step forward. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward.
Okay, so let's see what happens. Of course not. That was too easy. Of course she is. Okay, try to leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return me. Oh,
I'll say, oh, okay.
so glad you're...
All right. Didn't you hear the narrative? I'm happy. We're happy. Of course we are. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get out of
do,
here?
but you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do.
Okay,
Don't you
we heard
dare.
this before. Don't you dare. All right, let's do it. Anything to get out of this hell. Let's do it.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
He's mad.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Wow. So we've been just sitting there for that long?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Wow. That's it? Oh, there's a chapter 2. The Specter.
You're on a path in the woods, And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, I'm so into this right now. Like, I'm just really into this right now. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the code?
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
Yo! Who's the voice of the code? Who's the voice of the code?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside,
This is
banging
different.
the shutters against the windows. The only
The
furniture
cabin is
of note
completely different.
is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Yo, the voice of the code. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Yo, I like this game. Oh, you're right, it doesn't matter. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Let's do
I
it.
care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
There's literally
Why
a mirror.
would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That is, the mirror's gone.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Okay, voice of the code. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement groans
Yo,
open,
this is creepy,
revealing
dude.
an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here.
Naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step,
Yeah, she's
the
dead.
form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Yeah, we killed her.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Hello, princess.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Like, she's still chained, though. She seems happy.
Ghost!
A ghost. Dark blue. Oh my croissant! It's a ghost.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying.
He doesn't care.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Hello.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
But can we, though? Wait to see how this plays out, or slay the princess. Let's try to slay her again, I guess?
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as
I
it
should have
passes
known.
through, unable to find anything solid.
You can't kill a ghost.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Uh-oh.
But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. No, she didn't. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too. I'm gonna say this. What do you want from me? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? Oh, antagonizer! That sounds like a bad idea.
So, that's where the hostility comes from. I don't know where you got that idea.
Well, you were going to end the world. Would you end it if you could? It's a yes or no question. Do you want to end the world?
I already gave you my answer. All I want to do is leave. All I want to do is stop feeling trapped. I couldn't give a damn about the world. I can't even remember what it's like.
Oh.
I think that's all the answer we're gonna get out of her.
Well, were you going to end the world if you could?
Well, killer, what does it mean for something to end anyway? You ended me, but I'm still right here in front of you, aren't I?
She has a point. She's messing with my head, man.
After seeing what you've seen, how can you be sure anything ends?
I see her point. Everything here is so impermanent, always shifting. The end of one thing just leads to the start of another.
Things end, things have to end. This sentence just ended.
Oh, come on. I'm floating right in front of you. Still here despite your best efforts. You can't pretend that doesn't mess with the whole concept of ending.
Leave it at that. Okay, I guess I'm just leaving. Is she gonna let me leave, or is she gonna like do something? Oh, okay, it went back to this. Okay, I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The The princess grabs your wrist,
Uh-oh.
a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
Uh-oh.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Yo, there's an echo. I like that. Like when she talks, it's like a repeat of what she's saying, just like really silent.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
She's gonna possess me?
After all, you owe me.
This is so good.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is.
Does she have to
I
ask?
hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought?
That is
We
interesting.
could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
I'm curious.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
So, what if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin? If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Okay, what if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
That's it? You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Yo, this is a bridge. Like, it's a turning
For
point.
her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
I'm curious. I don't know what to do. This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
That's not like, that's hurting your case, to be honest.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Am I still in control?
Sure. Why not?
Let's go.
That doesn't sound very reassuring. I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Okay. All right. I'm super curious. Let's let her hitch a ride. Let's see what happens. I'm so curious.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs.
I'm
Your
so
mind
curious
growing
on what
cloudy
if I would have
and
said no
confused
now.
as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
That might not have been the brightest idea.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, she can hear him.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Yo, we got so many people in our head right
All
now.
these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
a voice? I'm me, is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
All the time.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Voice of the code and voice of the hero.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking
You're
about
part
you,
of the
I'm
noise
talking
now,
about
you
him.
know.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Oh, what?
That's rude.
That's
Kind of
rude.
like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
I love this.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic. And all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise. Let's leave the basement. Let's see what happens.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
You don't know
I
that.
do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And
No,
if
he's got
it's
a point.
somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Right?
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong.
I love their bickering.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
You can just describe me like not leaving.
And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally. Finally!
Let's leave.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle
to stop
clicks
me.
as you twist it. And then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin.
Let's go. We out of here.
As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Yeah?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
Wait, did everything end?
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Yo, he's cold.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Alright, let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
It's your fault. Hitchhiker, I got an achievement. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare at you.
Guessing not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh, what in the world? Okay. But you don't get a chance to respond. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The mirror's back. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'll even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror?
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The voice of the code?
Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
He's so pragmatic. The narrator's
It is.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
Yo, I love his attitude.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Ignore him. You have to look.
Well, I have no choice. Let's look at the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. I got a trophy. It's you. So I'm not human, obviously. I'm a creature of the night. I'm a monster. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. What in the world? Approach her. Are we cool?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, it's like somebody controlling her. How are they even holding her? She's a specter. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm like a guy. I don't know. I'm a creature. Solitary lights, what do you mean? What do you think I am? I'm a person?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the world.
Oh, this game is so good. I like it.
Perspectives to make my own. This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I wonder, like, what would have happened if I would have killed myself again? Is this the end of the world? I do want to know this.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
She has a point. But are we on the world? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you... I'm gonna this game is gonna be really long, by the way. Because I'm going to freaking explore everything. Let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Oh.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you trapped? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness.
She was just
I
born.
could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about what the world's behind this place?
I know only that they are.
She was just born, so she probably wouldn't know. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Why do you have to talk in riddles? Speak plainly. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yes. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
So what happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Huh. So if I believe that she's able to make me forget, she can make me forget. Is she like one of those, like, whatever I believe her to be able to do, she will do?
Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget? Yo, this is good. I don't know if this game is for everybody, but like, this is pretty good for me.
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Why do you speak plainly?
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess and stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. And what are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, fine. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. Hey, I got another trophy. Yeah, there's 131 of these achievements, and they're
You're
just
on a
popping.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, this is so good. I'm enjoying this. I really am. Like, I don't know how long this is, and if I just should just keep going. But so far, this is like a really, really interesting game. Huh. So, like, I will just keep going, and making different decisions each and every time. And each different decision will have like a different ending. So I think I will go ahead and just make this episodic and choose differently each and every time to get a different ending. I think that'd be really interesting, like an actual episode. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, consider dropping that like. Let me know if you want to see more of this, because I'm definitely into it. And I do want to play more of this. Even if you guys don't want to see more of this, I'll probably play more of this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, consider dropping a like, subscribe to see more videos like this one. I'm 3% Ninja. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. And be good people.